She seemed innocent. Inviting me to her home changed everything. The station drifted at the edge of a blue nebula, quiet except for the hum of trade lanes. Most travelers passed through without noticing the small world beneath the glass corridors. Eli noticed because he always did. He was a human surveyor, sent to catalog fringe systems where nobody expected trouble. He wore simple clothes, carried a data slate, and kept his voice calm. People underestimated him, and that suited him just fine. That was how he met Lena. She worked at a modest supply counter near Dock 7, a place that sold hot drinks and warm meals to crews who wanted nothing fancy. Lena looked harmless, with soft eyes and a gentle way of speaking. She smiled as if the universe had never been unkind to her. When Eli ordered tea, she asked about his ship, his work, and whether the nebula ever scared him. Her curiosity felt honest, not sharp or prying. Over the next few days, Eli returned often. Lena remembered his order and laughed at his quiet jokes. She spoke about growing up on a farming moon, about missing open skies. Nothing about her felt dangerous. When she finally invited him to her home, she said it was only for a meal. Station food grew dull, she explained, and she enjoyed cooking. Eli hesitated. Humans learned caution the hard way. Still, his instincts stayed calm. He agreed. Her home sat in a lower ring where the lights were dimmer and the walls showed their age. Inside it was clean and warm. Plants lined the narrow windows, and a small table waited in the center. Lena moved with ease, preparing food that smelled rich and comforting. They spoke about small things, and for a moment Eli forgot the weight of his job. Then the door sealed shut. The sound was soft but final. Eli noticed the shift in pressure, the faint click that meant manual override. Lena turned, and her gentle smile faded into something measured and alert. She was no longer the quiet vendor from Dock 7. "You should not be afraid," she said, though her tone carried authority. "But you should listen." Eli did not reach for a weapon. He had none. He studied her stance instead, the way her shoulders squared, the way her eyes tracked his balance. She was trained. She explained without drama. The station hid more than traders and drifters. A quiet network operated here, watching for threats that the wider councils ignored. Lena was part of it. They had noticed Eli's ship, his roots, and his habit of asking careful questions. Humans were rare this far out, and rarely alone by accident. "You catalog systems," she said, "but you also test defenses. You observe reactions." Eli nodded slowly. There was no point denying it. Humanity learned early that survival meant preparation. "We share data," he replied. "We do not conquer." Lena studied him, searching for deception. What she found surprised her. Humans were not driven by hunger for control, but by memory. Every loss carved deep. Every disaster became a lesson passed down. She released the door seal. "Then you should see something," she said. They traveled deeper into the station, into areas marked as maintenance only. Hidden doors opened at her command. Beyond them lay a command room, filled with old but powerful systems. Screens showed nearby sectors, with markers highlighting ships of unknown origin. "We are not ready," Lena admitted. "If what approaches us arrives in force, we will fail." Eli understood then why she had invited him. Not as a trap, but as a test. Humanity had a reputation, whispered and distorted. Lena needed to know if it was true. He sent a single message from his slate, encrypted and brief coordinates. "Status, awaiting response." "What will they do?" Lena asked. "They will listen," Eli said. "Then they will act." Hours passed. The station trembled as unknown vessels emerged from the nebula, massive and cold. Panic spread through public channels. Lena's network prepared for a last stand, knowing it would not be enough. Then space folded. Human ships arrived without spectacle, sliding into position with precise calm. They did not fire. They broadcast clear warnings, firm boundaries, and an offer of withdrawal. When the unknown vessels ignored them, the humans responded with speed and restraint. Targeted strikes disabled engines and weapons, leaving hulks drifting harmlessly. The battle ended before most civilians understood it had begun. In the aftermath, Lena stood beside Eli in the observation ring. She watched human crews assist damaged ships, even enemies, ensuring no lives were lost needlessly. "I thought inviting you was a risk," she said quietly. "It was," Eli replied. "But risks reveal truth." Lena nodded. She had seen enough. Humanity was not innocent, but it was careful. Not gentle, but protective. They carried the weight of survival and offered it as a shield, not a blade. When Eli departed, Lena returned to her counter at Dock 7. To most, she was still the quiet vendor with warm tea. But now, when she smiled, it held respect. The station drifted on, safer than before, because one innocent invitation had changed everything.